What is up, everybody? Thursday night after a big weekend of wrestling, or week of wrestling. Hell, a lot to catch up on since we've left y'all since last Thursday. So let's just get it going. What is up, my brother?
How's it going? We've got a lot to talk about today. We've got a ton to talk about, and it's going to be an interesting conversation because we're going to navigate very, very murky waters here. Because we are no WWE show here in the pit. And Josh and I talked. For all y'all out there, they're gonna say we didn't. Now we talked, and we came to a mutual agreement how we're gonna approach this week's show. So I think we've got some wrestling talk without
e-talk
going into the abyss. 2 weeks. That's right, Ryan. Straight out in the YouTube chat. 2 weeks till PPW. We got a tag team tournament going on that night. We got a fatal
four-way. Yeah.
Fatal four-way. My bad. My thing that I'm super excited.
It was originally a tournament. It was
originally a tournament. This is a fallout from the tournament, but now the big deal that we have is who's Nastico bringing to PPW. We know we got Royal Taxation. We know we got Thoracic Park in the mix. Who's the mystery tag team?
Got Team Hybrid with David Kidd and Jesse James.
Team Hybrid. Man, I like David Kidd. David Kidd's been impressed with me coming out of all these different places. You got to love it.
I don't know who this is, but appreciate it.
Try it out. You're going to see there. Tell us who you are.
Click the link so we know who that was. I appreciate the support. But before we get too far in it, we got the Poodle Bro and JP in the luxurious backstage posh accommodation. So let's bring them on in.
Velvet couch.
Yeah, what's up, JP?
What is going on, everyone?
Yeah, what is up? Numero Tres, what's happening, man?
Another day, another dollar. You know how it goes, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're just talking about all the stuff that's been going on. And then I guess they kind of touched on, PPW coming on, and it's 3 Saturdays from now.
Hey, I heard you talking about who's he's going to bring. I'm hoping for Dos Camachos, the baby faces of Texas,
The baby faces. Totally biased because they're...
There's no bias there. Sure, they're Puerto
Rican. They get booed everywhere they go, but they're baby faces. That's kind of. Are we going back to the Eddie Guerrero debate again?
No.
This is no. This isn't a debate. This is a rib. The Eddie Guerrero thing is a rib on me. It has to be. They don't have any good reasons why Eddie Guerrero would be a baby face, so it's got to be a
rib. Baby face.
He is about as baby face as those Camachos are.
Oh no! Hold on. Those Camachos, just because I'm Puerto Rican, I got to root for them. But Eddie was a babyface. Come on.
Can you imagine if freaking Nastico can bring Mecca and Bestia?
Oh, that'd be crazy. Ooh.
I wouldn't even be mad at him that much. I mean, I still hate his guts, but
Noah would be mad at you.
NWA tag team champions.
Oh,
GCW.
That's right. Is Mecca Wolf going to Noah though too?
I haven't GCWA tag team champions.
No, I haven't heard anything about Mecca. JP knows he.
Not going to know.
Okay,
it's somebody else.
Get out of here, JP.
Sorry.
Disagree with me.
But NWA tag team champs, GCWA tag team champs, and I think they have another tag team belt. They had a couple belts. I lost track.
It's kind of hard to keep track of how many belts they have. They're very.
Like I said, I would still hate his guts, but if you brought them to PPW, that'd be pretty sweet. I mean, they're cool guys. I've talked to them many times. I mean,
my cousin Puerto Rico.
I don't think they're that desperate for work though.
Oh no, that's what I was about to say.
To work with Nastico, Sass.
Yeah, my cousin Puerto Rico. They showed me a card, and they're actually going to be in Puerto Rico. I think either next week or the week afterwards.
Nice.
I was like, oh yeah, her and them Thunder Rosa. So I was like, oh cool.
Some titles
did y'all see that Thunder Rosa got a day in Bexar County?
Yeah, 3/16. Yeah. Stone Cold Day is now Thunder Rosa Day.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Is it the county or is it? I think it was just the city.
I think it was
kind of one of the same because San Antonio pretty much is Bexar County.
Yeah,
I felt like don't get me. Nah, fuck it. Get me wrong if you want to. I feel like there's one synonymous date with wrestling. 3/16 is awesome. 3/16. I'm not knocking Thunder. I don't. Maybe I am.
You're not knocking Thunder, but
maybe you're.
No, but
your own. Maybe it was a fluke. Me personally, I would have been like, nah. I'm not trying to get that kind of heat. 316 Thunder Rosa Day in Texas. Come on.
No, to be honest, I think it's just because maybe they're like old wrestling fans. You're like, oh yeah, I remember 316. That'll be hilarious. Sure. We'll have a wrestler be that be their day.
Yeah.
So
I'm
and y'all know I love Thunder. Though.
I'm happy that wrestling can make that kind of impact in the community.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a wrestler with the Bear County Day.
Regardless of what the day is. Calendar. You need to check your sources.
Yeah.
Like put Thunder on a different day because it draws. In my opinion, it drew a lot of unwanted attention to Thunder. Which again,
I could have picked any other day.
It's Facebook. No matter, you could have done anything. It's Facebook.
No.
Any other day would have been better.
Facebook. It's Twitter.
No, I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong.
If you went to Facebook and Twitter's feed right now and looked at the number of Stone Cold GIFs that are up between WrestleMania and
him both nights.
Stone Cold GIFs they need a break. They're working overtime right now.
Yeah, he was on both nights too.
I went in a thread announcing that, and it was 18 comments, and every single one of them but one was a Stone Cold GIF. and the last one was just a person saying that's Stone Cold Day. So I was like, pick a different day, San Antonio.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't her that picked the damn shirt. They're like, hey, we got a day. Sure. She's like, I'll take it.
I'm sure Thunder was like,
do I want a day in Bear County, like named after me? Yeah.
It could be Christmas. We're gonna make Christmas Thunder Rosa Day. What
it would have got less heat and
less heat, way less heat.
You would have got less heat in the freaking West wrestling world anyway. The rest of the world might have got mad, but we don't care about them, right? Fuck them.
Nah.
Homage to a beer drinking, mud stopping fool.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, so there's been a lot going on since. I mean, almost like literally since we logged out last Thursday.
The collective, if you guys remember correctly, the collective actually begun last week when we were on the show last week. We were 2 shows into the collective, and there was 2 running while we were on, which was Ghouls Night Out and Joey Janela's Spring Break 6, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
You want to talk death match?
Sorry, what happened?
You want to talk death match?
Yeah, it's rock and roll.
Go for it.
So somebody made a prediction last week. It was me. It was this guy right here. He's got 2 thumbs in a prediction. That was correct. It was me. John Wayne Murdoch took Alex Colon, and I gotta tell you, it's a work from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The finish was sticky. JP saw it. It was weird. It looked initially like an injury. So at first it was like, oh shit, we've been robbed of the finish of the great match. Nay. I cry foul. They did a spot at the end of this match where they made it look like Alex Colon was injured. And then he covers his arm with a towel to go back into the match and take a gusset 2x4 to the arm on the towel, on the wrapped towel, like dead on the money. Then he goes into an armbar on the towel, and then they're like, the referee stoppage, blah, 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 blah. I call bullshit on this, man. You don't get to sit at the top of the fucking mountain and then take a gusset play 2x4 to the arm. And then wrestle the next day. You don't get to feign injury on Spring Break 6 and then wrestle.
And then you're all better the next day. Yeah,
it kind of was sort of like the playoff of their first match because it was stopped too, I think, by the ref as well.
This is the thing, man. This is where I think this is where you really start to see the mainstream bleed into GCW. Shitty finishes are really not they're a thing in deathmatch wrestling. Like that happens. Like 2 guys, chemistry just doesn't make it.
Yeah.
But to have 2 purposeful, shitty finishes that seem weird and seem to be like really supportive of Alex Colon, like what the fuck are we doing here? Like what's going on here? What's with the situation that we're gonna book Alex Colon? Like Murdoch has to win because Alex Colon can't finish. Yeah. I cry foul. I cry foul.
Yeah. I mean, to keep him strong.
Argument right now, dude.
Just to keep him strong, I guess.
It's just bullshit to me, dude. I just don't think that we're ever going to get a strong finish. I think what's going to happen is Colon's going to come back, dominate, and win GCW. Because I'm going to tell you something that people don't know.
He's going to win what?
Murdoch is a motherfucking saint. Like, and that's not a work. Like, that's real life. Like, he is a goddamn great dude. Like, he'll move heaven and earth to do whatever. Like, John Wayne Murdoch understands the value
Yes.
of bookings.
Guest of the show. I mean, we know him.
Guest of the
We've
show.
talked to him. We interviewed him. He was awesome. We'd love to
Y'all
have him
know
again.
my dude. Yeah, he's a great guy. Like I can see John Wayne Murdoch being just about the fans, about the story, about the show, about the booking. But honestly, where's the story for the fans? Like that finish was bullshit. This is supposed to be like GCW does this really good thing where they have these long running storylines. And where's the strong finish this time? You know what I mean? Like where's the Run Ricky Run finish? You know, where's RSP? Just you know what I mean? Like he answered on me 3 times. Yep.
It was kind of weird though.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Jeff.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Pretty recently too, actually.
Maybe he had car
I
issues.
don't know about that, Jeff. My bad.
Yeah, maybe he had car issues.
But my take is not as much about John Wayne Murdoch. How do we feel about this murky finish? Like, what is this doing for big feuds? Like, this is becoming a common thing. Like, we're having these long running storylines. This is AEW. Like, everyone's doing it.
But making them long, but like just because, like it's forced to be long. Like
but
they could have finished it. Like it's ready.
This one got momentum. You know, like every once in a while, like something really gets going, and now we just have this wonky finish in what should have been like the main event of main events. Like it's fucking stupid to me that we can't have this fucking fight. Like now, first it has to be in GCW. Now it has to protect Cologne. Why the build up for that, man? Like I don't want like if you're gonna fucking tell me the end of your book, I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say to be perfectly honest, I legit thought he was injured because man, he's a great actor because he was like and I was like, oh my god, shit. But then at the same time, y'all have desensitized me by going to a lot of these like deathmatch shows and all that, and like guys go through a lot worse like stuff. So it's weird that like that one thing was like the one break. So I thought like, oh, he must have broken his arm or he must have something was up there. But I didn't know he came back. I legit thought he was gonna be out for an injury. But if you say he comes back
the next night,
he
wrestled.
That's lame. I mean, that's lame. That's lame. I mean, if you're the king of death matches, come on now, like that's not really.
For a finish with that match. I mean, it's not like it was just whatever match. Like that was a big. That was a big. I mean, Murdoch
do you think Matt Cardona would do that? Matt Cardona wouldn't.
Matt Cardona did not do that.
Yeah, he didn't actually. Yeah,
Matt Cardona bleeds more than Alex Colon. Like I'm over it. I'm over the Alex Colon's. Like
wait, hold on, bleeds more. He starts off and starts bleeding.
Go watch it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll watch it again.
Watch the Murdoch match and then go back and watch the Cardona match. Like I understand that there's elements to the game, and I just feel like all we're getting is this with this Cologne feud. Like honestly, like it's reached the point with me where I'm sick of hearing about Cologne being the best in the world. I'm sick of hearing about Cologne being number one, and I'm the guy. I've been there, done that. Like I want you to keep proving it. Ric Flair himself said, "To be the man, you got to beat the man."
Yeah,
you know that wasn't Ric Flair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like I said, if it was just, I mean, that happens a lot. You know, kind of finishes like that. But we're talking the Cologne Murdoch, like for the title, right? Like, isn't there a title?
Yeah, absolutely. It was the GCW Ultra Violent Championship. It's
okay. I couldn't remember the name of it. That's why.
And here's the crazy thing about it: the next night, John Wayne Murdoch flew to Jersey and had a fight with Atticus. Like it was the number one contenders match for No Holds Barred. And Murdoch bought the GCW title, and Atticus stomped on it. And everybody got up in arms. Cologne got up in arms. And he was, you're just going to step on our title and do this and that. Hey, man, you didn't even finish your match. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And they're talking about it.
You can't eat a pin. You can go fuck yourself, Alex Cologne. You can't eat a pin. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if Hulk Hogan can eat a pin, you can eat a pin. I'm sick of this fucking experiment. I'm over it. This guy seems
everyone can eat a pin.
Flexible.
Hey, AJ Gray ate the pin in the Moxley match.
Do what?
AJ Gray ate the pin in that world title match.
I told y'all about that one too. I went to spring break.
We need to book this.
Hey man, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I feel like I can make this one. I feel like if there's one death match, I can make it through. It might be an Alex Colon death match. I might even win. He might pretend like he can't finish and just run off to the back. I don't know.
Brad, let's not work ourselves into a shoot here.
Hey, bro, like work me into a shoot on this one. Like, there's no death match wrestler in the world that I really want to get in the ring with. But when you talk about Alex Colon, I feel like I might have a pretty good shot. And now I got Roland in my corner. This is where it's going, man. Hey, man, this.
I got your back. I got your back.
We got the whole crew coming.
Listen. After seeing after seeing that one idiot fan try to break a light tube over his head and fail to do it, like that took any idea of ever wanting to do a death match. For those that don't know, there's this super passionate fan, and I don't know what he was doing, but he was like super drunk. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna feel how this light tube.
A wrestling fan did something stupid while they were drunk.
Yeah. So he took his light tube, and I mean, I don't know what kind of light tube this guy had, but he tried like 3 times on his forehead, and it didn't break, and it was just, and he posted it. That's the funny part. He posted this shit. I was like, bro. But after that, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
We got somebody else that has your back that didn't check the user. We're getting a lot of support from Facebook user. This is turning into like vacant champion or whatever. Like the Facebook user. Vacant. Yeah, we're gonna call it vacant.
So anyway,
we get farther. We got Mel's made it in too, so let's let her join to the.
Bring her in because that's exactly.
She was a little busy this weekend. She was a little busy this weekend too with some wrestling things.
That's exactly what it is. Hey, yo, my boy right here in the chat. Get my boy in the chat.
Hey, Aaron Mercer, what's up, man?
My guy right there. Listen, the collective Mania weekend, everything took place this weekend. Huge shit we're talking about. We already got the deathmatch controversy out of the way, so let's talk about pro wrestling in Dallas.
Dude, the collective, I think I was there. I stopped by all 3 days, obviously, and it was crazy. I mean, just oh my God, it was just nuts. I'd never been in that kind of atmosphere where it's like show right after show, right after show, right after show. And those guys kept the energy up. It was just nuts. And then the vendors were having a time as well. They had a room next door to the show. So the vendors had like seltzers going and shots, and they were having a good time. It was crazy fun though. I gotta admit, it was just like this smorgasbord of people. Let me tell you. So you had like Effie, you had Pero, you had Minoru Suzuki. Then watching is Mia Yim and Wolfgang from NXT UK, and then a whole bunch of people from like the independents. It was just like a crazy atmosphere, you know. And then of course you had like Sean Ross Sapp there, and then our girl Denise Salcedo was there. So it was just unbelievable. It was just crazy. I loved it. It was a
big weekend for Texas in general, like Texas wrestling.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's been a lot of big spots. I mean, that went viral like all weekend long. I mean, some good, some bad. I think the coolest one, and we're not talking about shows individually, but I mean with Jericho asking about ASF when they did the extra springboard spot to Gringo Loco. Yeah.
I was there.
Cool. He was like, "Who is this? Who is this guy?"
I know it was crazy.
I was like, I know that guy.
I know that whole show, Worlds on Lucha, Worlds on Lucha. It was so crazy. We were there. I was there for a little bit of it, and I was just like, "Oh my God!" I mean, everybody was on their feet. The crowd was going nuts with everybody who came out. It was like the crowd was electric. It was a lot of fun. And then same thing in Texas. Just I'm watching all the clips now from Wrestling with Unicorns from the Texas shows, and it's like I never got to go out there because I just got kept so busy. But man, I was glad I got to see people at WrestleCon though.
Yeah, that was
like cool. I got to see Jeff and some of the guys over there and Hybrid. So I was so happy that I got to catch up with a lot of those guys.
Yo,
yeah, WrestleCon looked pretty cool. I mean, we got a tour of it last week.
you were on the ground Friday. They said that there was a stoppage of WrestleCon for a while.
I was there early. I was there early for WrestleCon, so I don't know if they stopped it or not.
I
missed that part. Thank goodness.
For a hot second, like Lucha Maniacs was talking about having to cancel their show. A bunch of people at WrestleCon.
Oh right, yeah. So apparently the fire marshals came in because they overpacked the joint or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there
WrestleCon went on, but the shows, the actual wrestling shows in
there was
jeopardy.
some shit. There was also shows that were canceled before the collective even begun. There was a couple talent that were came into Dallas with a hotel and a flight and no show to work.
Yeah, I felt bad for some of those wrestlers. Luckily, some of them ended up getting picked up, like Kelsey Regan, who she actually flew herself out there.
Yeah.
And she got her own Airbnb. Luckily, there was another person who was able to cancel her hotel, jump in with Kelsey, so they were able to split the cost of that, because there was there's no cancellation. Basically, you lose your money. So she was like, "To hell with it, I might as well go."
Yeah.
She ended up getting picked up with a couple of shows, which helped her out too. And I know the hybrid table ended up giving Heather Monroe space. Yeah. So she could recoup some money. I mean, just anything we could do for some of these guys and gals who went out there on their own, and then the shows got canceled.
I mean, like I said, for the most part, it was a great spotlight on Texas wrestling. We kind of shined on the good parts of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we're always dwelling on all the bad shit and everybody fucking bickering and all that. And it seemed like it was. I mean, it still happened, and there was people talking crap to the people that provided the ring, that the ropes broke, and you know what I mean, and burying them. It's like, come on,
VIP.
Guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what? I mean, how can you can't? That's just like something that's gonna happen. And ropes break. I mean,
and then there was people even saying it was because Chandler doesn't know how to run ropes. I saw that. I was like, what? I said, that's right there. That's the epitome of a fucking stupid fucking wrestling fan.
I mean,
like Chandler
I'm glad
Hopkins
he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, I know.
But
my heart dropped.
I know. I saw the clip and I was like, because it came out quick, and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad
he know how to run ropes. Chandler Hopkins, if you're out there, you call us, and we're going to tell you how to run the ropes so that doesn't happen, okay? You call us, and we'll let you know how to run those ropes.
He made a pretty cool edit video
like
of it.
that, my guy, okay?
Oh, yeah, he did, yeah.
Did y'all see the one he did where he tied in the Drew McIntyre thing?
Drew McIntyre chopped off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Roland's got a point, though. Casey Navarro's just too damn strong, man.
Maybe that's what it was. They were saying
that's what it was.
Like, he just threw him so hard into it. Yeah. But Chandler did great. The only show, I mean, all these shows, I saw all these highlights and all these things. I don't even know what shows they came from. But I watched one show, which of course is the GCWA does Dallas show, and that was a pretty solid show.
Yeah.
I mean, commentary was horrible because it was Nastico and he's hot garbage, but yeah, it was a pretty solid show with Matt. We were talking about Matt Cardona and Gino. I mean, that match was amazing. And then Rachel Rose and Chelsea Green was a great match. Like, I can only talk about the ones I watched. So
I do feel a little bad, but a little like, what the hell? Like, Nastico's phone broke? Like, what?
Lost it.
He lost it, or he put the code in wrong too many times?
Yeah, it was supposedly he put in the code to
he
it.
Said he put in his pocket too much. I think he's just trying to get us all to post on his Facebook and shit.
Maybe his hand was in his pocket too much. Nastico, you gotta quit that shit.
Hey,
professional, Nastico, professional.
You got to wonder why we're mashing so many buttons for so long that you got eternally locked out of your phone.
How do you? So you can never break back into it. You can never. It's just done.
That happens. Like, the more and more you try to get in and out of it, the longer the extension.
You got to get a new phone. And he lost all
that's
everything on it.
Oh my god!
So that was a silver lining for me having to listen to him for 2 hours. I was like, at least he lost everything.
I don't think that he lost it. I think that Nastico has gone full blown informant for FBI. He's gathering all of our pictures that we're offering him up. It's like TikTok when they were in bed with Russia and China.
Our guys, we're getting
real talk though. Real talk. Nastico, that's very true. Nastico saved the day for Aaron Mercer. That's true. I don't know. I think that he was trying to kidnap Mercer and just it was convenient for Mercer, but it worked out. It worked out. Mercer made it where he was trying to get to.
I'm still wondering if he's actually free, and everything we've heard from Mercer since is actually Nastico. Like, that might be Nastico right there in the chat.
Think about it.
He might still be tied up somewhere. I haven't seen him.
Nastico loses phone. Mercer starts saying Nastico, nice guy. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. That.
Hey, but real talk though, did y'all see Mercer pop his shoulder back in his match? Have y'all seen that clip of that shit? God damn, you better than me, dog. I would have been.
Yeah, no, that hurts like a mother. I've had to do that before. Yeah, that sucks.
And then just stood up like, all right, get back to it.
Yeah, and went on.
Collar elbow, like, damn.
Yeah, let's do this.
Give my man 5 seconds. Take 5 seconds just to think about the fact.
It was like, oh, Like, give it that back where it goes.
What,
Yeah,
what a fucking pro! What a fucking
Yeah.
pro!
a beast. Yep.
Couldn't get into his own phone. Ah, that's very true.
That's true. Unless he had that face recognition, like I said, he's tied up. I don't know. He fucking has to go hack his way into this show before. Like, that's the only credit we can give him.
It happened
He's
twice.
good at doing shady shit, Nick. You know what I mean? Like shady shit. That's the only thing he's fucking good at.
That's true.
Attacking people from behind, hacking into their show. Shit like that.
Nastico has stolen my phone out of my hand multiple times.
Fact.
Fact.
That's a fact.
It happened at Rosa Unita. Nastico came out of the shadows, shouted at me, took my phone, shouted at the person I was talking to, ran over,
while he was on the phone in the parking lot.
into the porch, and just took off.
Yeah.
Just left me in the street like some kind of fucking idiot.
In a parking lot. Yeah. It was, I mean, yeah, it's documented that he's a piece of crap. So far, I guess this is all snowballed from us trying to see who he's bringing to PPW. No, this came from me.
Yeah, something like that.
From burying him from
There's
sucking
so
the
much to talk
GCW
about the collective.
commentary.
This to this to this to this to this.
Yeah.
Because there was so much. Like I said, we haven't even made it to like Saturday or Sunday yet of the fucking weekend that passed. Not to mention there's been wrestling this week, as usual.
Oh my God.
I know.
It's just
So much wrestling. I love it.
Since we logged out last Thursday night, there's been so freaking much wrestling.
Yeah. Just, I did hear a lot of buzz from non-Texas people about Brian Keith. So it seems to be that's a guy that is definitely you can start seeing.
Yeah, I think he's one of the winners of the weekend for sure.
Oh yeah,
him and ASF
absolutely
are winners.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the shine that they deserve. I mean, they deserve it. They're awesome. This is like I say though. I mean, these are all people just finding out what we get to see. We already know. Like here in Texas, we know how great these people are.
Yeah, for real.
49 other states need to get on with the program. This is all it comes down to.
Yeah, it was great. All these people, all the Texas guys being recognized. It was really cool.
Yeah, oh man, it was. Oh, you know what?
No wrestling on the 23rd, Roland. Cut me deep.
Hey, I will say another guy that if people try and find matches to look up, I would say definitely look up any match with Speedball Mike Bailey. That's a guy who unfortunately due to visa issues he ended up having to go back up to Canada and couldn't come back here. And then now this was really his first big showing again, and he got booked 9 times, and this dude, I didn't see a single bad match from him. I saw at least 5 of the 9 matches I've seen, and man,
I mean, this is so much.
He was really cool.
We'll
he was
spend
really
3
nice.
hours listing everybody that killed it this weekend. Like it was just.
Yeah, I just want to shout.
They just showed. No, that's great though. No,
hey, you know what? I want to shout out. Who? Darn it. Remind me. Okay, in the MPU show, which the MPU show was awesome. Great job, Botacho crew. It was that's a great show. Instead of watching some other main big stuff, I actually checked out MPU because I wanted, and the show was great. But what stood out to me, yes, it was. Oh my god, I love that match so much. Anyways, sorry. But there was a tag team between 2 women, right? And one of them was like Snow. So is it Snow something?
Lindsay Snow?
Oh my god. I love her now.
She's been on
she's amazing. She's amazing.
She's been on.
Oh, you're talking about Lindsay Snow and Masha against Sawyer Wreck and Kylan King. Yeah.
Listen, Josh, I have a terrible memory. I can't remember it was a show. Okay, all I know is that
I just love pointing that out because it happens.
Yeah. But I will say that my opinion, they had the best women's match that I saw in the weekend. That was a brutal match, and I'm a big Lindsay Snow fan, and
I can't wait to see where that Masha.
I'm still waiting for coffee.
Where that Masha Lindsay Snow match you just headed to.
Yeah.
See,
you see that tattoo?
Yeah. That's the tattoo I showed y'all.
Yeah.
Tattoo I showed y'all because I saw it and I was like, oh no, I got to get a picture of it. She's like,
that you showed us after the match.
Well, she said not to show it. Yeah, she said not to.
She's like, wait. Yeah. She was showing it after the match. I said, okay. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. And then at No Peace, Lindsay turns on Masha, and then they have the match at Mission Pro, which is great. I loved it. Yeah. Those ladies can work, man. I mean, that was their, I think both of their last match of the weekend was Mission Pro, and they had already each had like 3 or 4 matches. I was like, God damn.
Jeff's comment.
Yeah,
I have a side story about this. So I was the one that bought the doors for the no.
That would not break.
That would not break. Yikes.
To this place, and I told this guy, I was like, I need 15 doors. We negotiated them down or whatever. Me and this guy are pulling this door out, and I told him, I was like, I don't like this door, man. And he's like, no, it's fine. I was like, no, don't let this one end up in the truck. and he was like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, people got to go through it. Next thing I know, I'm sitting there watching Perro trying to put Taya through this
bouncing off like a basketball.
And
multiple times.
He's like, yeah, it was weird. There was painting on it a certain way. I was like, God damn, oh man. So I'm going back. I'm going back to Habitat for Humanity, and I'm gonna show him that video clip and be like, this is what I was talking about. Look what happened.
You're getting somebody hurt for real.
Yeah. and what's brutal about it, I feel bad for her because the night before she had the who's gonna clean the dishes match. They were like they were throwing dishes at each other. They were like legit hurting. I'm like, damn, is that
so
serious?
What name is he
like,
going by now? Johnny what? Or
I
Johnny
forget.
So he just does the whole. He does Johnny, the whole, like, wherever he's at. Like he was Johnny Bloodsport at Bloodsport.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You can just go with Hennigan.
That was a great match.
That's a cool name. Like he has a cool name.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's just Johnny something. Yeah.
No, but his real name is pretty cool. Like
yeah.
It's his gimmick, I guess.
Yeah.
Johnny Caballero.
Yeah, and I'll say the one thing with that one match, I was just like
buried by your boy Lalo.
No, don't tell Power that.
No. I'm gonna send you a picture of the guy at the Habitat tour. I'm telling you, that guy's fault.
You just take it off.
He was even talking about that at GCW about the door. He's like, the door wouldn't break. He was like, the door wouldn't break. I was laughing so hard, and then when you mentioned you bought it later, I was like,
I went.
It's even better.
15. I was like, let me negotiate, and they just started grabbing doors. I was like, whoa, not all of these, not that.
Yeah. That's so funny. And I mean, like I said, I've never done any of that stuff, but I've always heard that when they don't break, it hurts more. Like it, so that's definitely was problematic.
It's like silly. Like it most of the time they make a good time out of it, but sometimes, like, man, last year there was one where Kit Osborne was trying to get through a door, and like after like the 5th power bomb, it becomes like this gimmick, and they just gave up on the door. Like,
then it's almost like when it breaks, it's like, fuck, now what do we do?
Stop.
Yeah, that's funny though.
So what would be like the one thing you remember from this weekend? If you were to pick one thing.
Man, mine would probably be ASF's World on Lucha appearance, honestly.
That's what I was going to say.
Blew it up. People are still talking to me on TikTok about that.
Yep.
Oh, sure. You posted a video.
Oh, my God. Between Ninja Mac and ASF, I got 225 followers and almost 200,000 views on my TikTok. I have no business. I appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah, we haven't even. That's the first time we've mentioned Ninja Mac. That's just crazy.
I appreciate all y'all. I'm trying to make sure anytime I post any of that shit, I make sure to tag wrestlers and like. I started mocking people too. Like that was kind of fun. Like when the video went viral, people were like, y'all know this is fake, right? And so I just started making TikToks making fun of those people. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I think for me, it's actually, well, Jojo took it. Yeah, Suzuki's killing it, which I love, by the way. To me, it's FTR versus Briscoes. I liked FTR. I really liked them, but I was like, I don't know. Wait, I don't know who Antonio Garcia is. I know, but I call him ASF. I don't want to call him.
If y'all are sleeping on ASF out there, if you haven't seen him, if you haven't got a chance to see him live, you need to. This time next year, ASF is going to be a signed talent, and
he's literally everywhere. He's literally travels all Texas.
There's no way AEW is not talking to ASF right now. There's no way. So get out there, support local wrestling, because pretty soon.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, that's what indie wrestling's all about. Like, you go support these guys now while you can.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because they're not going to be. Then you're
because he's going to be traveling even more probably with GCW too before he gets signed. I mean, those guys are everywhere and they love him.
It's like I mean, like I said, we mentioned Thunder, but like I saw her wrestle in front of like 35 people in a theater in McAllen.
Yes.
And then, like, you know, what, 2-3 weeks ago, I saw her in front of 4,000 win freaking world title. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So indie wrestling's the best.
I heard Gary J had a killer weekend.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
Amora.
That's
Gary J. That's another
many,
guy.
So many. It's just so
I know.
many.
It's just great to me. Oh, and then I just want to say
But this is gonna
Samoa
happen
Joe
in
coming
LA
back.
next week.
Oh
LA
yeah.
LA
Samoa
next
Joe.
year.
Oh, LA. Oh, dude.
Yo.
Hey, good luck with that.
Good luck
LA.
following Texas.
Yeah, I'm saying no. LA in general is a
And I love
shithole.
LA. I mean,
No. I was saying no. I was saying
I grew
before.
up around there.
No, that's fine. LA's a
Yeah,
shithole.
Texas is good,
But outside of that though, the
At
traffic
least it's shithole
normally.
coming from someone from New
Yep.
York.
Yeah. The traffic normally in LA is horrendous.
It's
like
horrible.
on a regular day. So
Yeah.
imagine that
Everybody wants
like
to be
exponentially for WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, I'm not going.
It's gonna be
You guys
horrible.
know with that. Yeah, if y'all thought New York was bad, like New York should never have a convention. LA is gonna be so much fun for y'all. I do not envy y'all.
LA is going to be horrible. I mean, even with because
LA 's
I don't even
horrible
think the
as it is.
transit system goes to where
No,
the new
the tra-
stadiums are, which is horrible.
The transit system's horrible. It's for
Well,
homeless people. No offense.
No. I will.
The,
At least it has some kind of
does,
train
but-
system. Dallas has a decent train system, not great, but
I mean,
decent.
the
LA
bus system goes.
Yeah, and LA has a decent, but it's not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
I
especially
mean,
in
it's like-
Inglewood.
But it's still,
That's
yeah.
not the best. Yeah.
But it's still like,
Bro, I've been to LA twice. Okay. I went once and it was the Oscars. So I left and came back the next day. And then I was like, nope, seen enough. I'm fucking
Nah.
done. If I never go to LA again, I have zero regrets about it. And I'm a Dodgers fan. I mean, I'm a Cubs fan. I root for the Dodgers from
I'm a Dodgers right here. Oh, you can use my
we root
shirt,
for the
Dodgers.
Dodgers in this household, but we not going to
Yeah.
LA.
Oh yeah.
Well-
I got like 50 million Dodger things.
Speaking of
around
which,
me.
Cubs won. We got to fly
Well-
that W. Cubs won opening day. Cubs fly that W.
I mean, I went to
Okay.
St.
All right,
Clair
let's move on.
for,
Moving on. We're getting into baseball talk. We don't want to do that.
Oh, we were talking baseball. Let's do it. No, I'm joking.
No.
We don't want to talk
I'm
about
fuck with y'all.
No,
But yeah, no, and I love LA, and I'm not going.
So, hey, more power to y'all.
I say
Hey,
that,
but
I might be there, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, for you Texas people, if you are gonna go out there, try In-N-Out. It's nothing like the one in Texas. In-N-Out here in Texas is complete trash. In Cali, that's where it's at.
That's
So
not bad. In-N-Out Burger was fine there when I went there.
I like In-N-Out. I prefer
Had
In-N-Out to
In-N-Out in
Whataburger.
California.
So,
easily. Whataburger's trash. Anyways, anyways, before I get kicked out. But yeah, dude, hey.
You're real close.
Dude.
I was like hovering.
No, I saw in your face. I saw in your face. Hey, can I just say that how much I love Tony Khan, because I'm sure everyone saw the picture of him like when
Oh, they
Samoa
signed
Joe
him,
came
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like
You feel like a kid opening up his Christmas present.
yeah, like
That's what AEW is for him.
yeah.
It's like all
But-
these
but,
movies are-
Lalo knows. In-N-Out sucks everywhere.
Okay, Lalo. Anyways, you're a Texan
You
now.
see how he
But
always talks to Lalo? He just said up to me. I like it.
no, but I'll say this though. But like when he came out, like I want someone to be that excited to see me. Like he was just like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm so
yeah.
He's just legit hype. You know what
What
I
are you
mean?
talking about? I'm not
Yeah.
excited to see you all the time, Angel.
you're
Oh,
right.
I guess we should we mention, congratulations to Khan too. He's signed.
Yeah.
Officially now it's official. So he's with Ring of Honor and he's with the Telly Blanchard Enterprises. So big ups to Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, when you see him, he's a no-brainer. I mean, look at the guy. Like, who wouldn't want him? Shit.
If you want to see him in person, April 23rd.
Hey, see him all. You can see him everywhere.
April 23rd,
He's-
PPW.
Dude, BPW. He's gonna be at a show this weekend against. So I don't know, it's some local guy, and I'm like, Khan against some local guy. I'm like, okay,
BOW.
yeah, BOW. Thank you, BOW. Yeah, BOW. Yeah.
He's going up against Mateus
Yeah.
Suarez.
Also,
Here in
shout out to
PPW,
Talk
the
and
local guy.
Listening. Shout out to Talk and Listening. Con and Maddie are their guests this week. PPW
Yes.
Women's Camp and Con on Talk and. So you can hear about PPW on that podcast. And you
There you
got
go.
here
I
too.
got- I got bumped for them.
Dude,
I was in
Good job,
town
Brad.
weekend and I was going to be
Dude.
like, we already got somebody. Oh, damn it.
shout out to Maddie though. So she went from RCW to Mission Pro and then to Hybrid. So she did 3 shows back to back. So
Yeah.
and that was a lot of driving. She was like, Dad, let's go. Dad was picking her up and dropping her off from one match to the other.
Yeah, she kills it though. So
She
yeah,
killed
another
it.
one that you can see in Kingsville, April 23rd. I love keep saying all these names of everybody.
There you
that's
go.
PPW.
Maddie's
April
dad is my
23rd.
dude, low key. Maddie's
so
dad
cool.
is my
Super nice
BS.
guy.
He's a dude. He's a
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
It's
Maddie's
so
dad is
funny.
great.
I love running into Maddie's dad at shows. John's
He's
the
so good.
best, dude.
Yeah.
He's so funny. I met him at the PPW GCWA drive-in. He was
Yep.
parked next to us, and we
With
just started talking to him.
When
John,
she won the title.
Throw it out.
if you out there, you watching, John? I love you. I can't wait to see the next show, my dog.
The night she
Yeah.
was crowned champion. That was
Yep.
the night she won the title, her first ever title. Yep.
Yes, and driving
Amazing.
Dallas is terrible as well. I agree with you.
Another place I've lived, so I was like, I kind of know it's crap, but
The food's great there, though.
Big cities suck to drive in. Like that's just what it is.
That's fair. That's why San Antonio you can easily drive in because it's not a city. Yeah, I said it.
I mean,
It's it doesn't feel like I've lived in Houston,
arguing.
Dallas, LA, so I prefer
I-
driving
I-
in San Antonio. It's
San
fine.
Antonio's easy to get around.
Yeah.
It's super easy. Oh, and then I just want to the story that got lost because it happened at midnight. But this is another interesting thing where if I was to tell you someone got into a fight with a fan, who would you
Loki.
guess? Oh yeah, Loki for whatever reason, and I saw the video because I was so curious, right? And I looked it up. I don't know why he was beefing with the fan. I mean, the fan looked kind of confused. I mean, he was kind of drunk, but I don't think the fan was saying anything too bad. I couldn't tell.
What show is
Probably.
this?
Oh, Mitch Hancock, something
It
like
was
that.
the- it was the-
Yeah, the Mark Hitchcock.
Yeah, sorry, I kept saying it wrong.
Mark Hitchcock,
Yeah, but
TV show or something,
but
right?
yeah, no, he just randomly started fighting with a fan, and then for whatever reason, like their interaction. Oh, you was there? How was that? So, because I was expecting a great match, Homicide Low Key
You should bring
versus
Jeff in.
FTR, and then
It was the Briscoes. The Briscoes.
yeah, so I'm saying yeah. Oh, sorry, I guess the Briscoes, and it was a very short match. I'm like, damn, like was Loki was just like trying to find an excuse not to wrestle? Like it was just like, nah, let me just go beef with this guy,
I
you
can
know.
find
And
it
then
now.
I'm not gonna repeat what
Loki-
Homicide said,
Loki
but
can't wait 8 seconds to stiff anyone. So like all of his matches are like you're only guaranteed the first 30% because like people get tired of that shit. Like Loki stiffs everybody right out of the gate.
Was that on Friday night too? That show?
X Jeff, I forget.
Mm,
Okay, there you go. It was
Briscoe's
low key
fought
by
3
being canceled. Okay.
Good Brothers and then Homicide.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong.
So,
Hey,
right.
at the Fellow Boricua, I love Loki.
Chandler, did he stiff you? Did he
Champions
stiff you?
League.
though?
the champion series. we talked about
I
earlier.
love Loki. Loki's one of my favorite. Loki versus Amazing Red is one of
Friday,
the
just said Friday.
of a lifetime. Like
Friday, thank you.
honestly, doesn't get higher
Yeah.
than that. But
It was just such a low key story.
okay.
Did you see how? Notice what he said though.
So
Not
I
out of the
showed him
gate.
a little respect. Hey, I
Not
like
out of the gate. Not out of the gate. He didn't say he didn't stiff him at all.
He
He's
thought
not out of the
twice
gate.
about testing that cowboy. He
Yeah,
thought
he didn't
twice
want- he
about
didn't
testing
want
that
none
cowboy.
Mm-mm. Pew pew, baby.
Chandler, do you know how to run the ropes, man?
I know we talked about you earlier, and we heard that there's some things about you not being able to run the ropes.
Chandler, what happened? Why you running the ropes like that? Make them break. That ring was perfectly fine until you got into it.
Chandler's just too slow. He took out the ropes.
It is, yeah.
There was a purchase and there was a receipt. All right, I love it.
As it should be. I guess I'm a shitty wrestler.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what they were saying. It's just like, yeah, he must not know how to run ropes. I'm like,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
any other
Where's that
possible
even come
answer is
from?
better.
Like, what
Because
is,
Like,
how do you
what
run a
the-
rope that makes it snap inside the turnbuckle? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's 500-pound guys that don't know how to run ropes that don't break ropes. It's like,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like one guy there, and he's like looking at everybody. He's like Viscera, Yoko's. That cowboy, way too heavy. No, you cowboy. The big guys can go. You're too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's-
Oh.
Ridiculous.
Chandler better
Yeah.
up his game.
yeah,
Are
Ryan
you
is ready for that.
serious, Ryan?
Chandler
You see
versus
what we
Maddie.
did to that ring?
Well, he's talking about versus Maddie.
I know. Ooh,
It's gonna be.
See.
I gotta stop playing on Brian Cage.
You're getting too swole.
Yeah, he's slow. He's turning into a
You gotta-
Wolverine
You gotta
Jr.
stop skipping your leg day. You get too top heavy, Chandler.
Top
I know, dude. I didn't even recognize him in AEW.
Chandler subbing in
Oh,
an
it was
extra
his
chest
hair,
day
man.
for leg day.
His
He's
hair.
just top heavy.
You're on his hair, man.
You know, actually, no. I did know it was Brad was the one. It was like, nah, that's not Chandler. That's not him.
Yeah, that's messed up.
You sent me the
That's
worst picture. I'm not even like.
It was like literally the side of his face.
It was
I
blurry
know,
though. I'm
but
gonna
he
I'm gonna
was,
side
like,
with Brad on
moving.
that.
I was like,
Come on, don't
that's
you dare, bro.
Hey, you know, I texted him the next day. I was like, "Were you at AEW?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Ugh."
His hair is pretty
I thought
long,
that wasn't
guys.
him.
For him. His hair is long. That's what it
I would
is.
know if Chandler was here. Sure, I would know that.
I mean, I recognized him, but you know,
Oh man, get out of here, Josh. Push yourself.
put myself in timeout. I should put you in timeout. You're his like biggest fan. You didn't even recognize him.
I am.
I know.
Man,
Growing
I
the hair out.
saw that.
Noticed.
I saw that.
I noticed that. I
Man,
noticed.
get out of here.
I noticed it.
Josh is just gonna bury me the rest of the night.
Just saying.
Hey, all I know is Texas is doing big shit, and we always say that. We always
Yep.
say that.
We proved it though.
Real talk.
We
the
proved it for
collective-
sure.
Proved
Yeah.
it.
The collective is a game changer. BK is making huge waves outside of GCW. Like if you think about that, like ASF, Ninja Mac, a lot of these guys are using GCW. Like BK has not been getting booked that heavy in GCW, and he's
Nope.
still getting that following. He's still getting people singing. People love Still Tipping, Firewall. That's my
Yeah.
dude right there. What's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like BK's getting big, ASF's getting big.
Yep.
Everybody's just blowing the fuck up.
I mean,
Like,
Chandler was on AEW again last week.
dude, you gotta
This
get
week.
out there and buy your tickets.
What's today? I don't know what today is.
They've been on all week. But I'm saying, like, these guys are all going to be gone next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to go out there.
It's crazy. It's crazy though. You know, Texas has been moving up so much that I've been hearing a lot of wrestlers are moving out of Florida. You know, some are considering a lot left California. They've been moving to Texas. You know, like Jin Kai was here for like a month training. She's like, I'm just gonna hang around Texas for a month, train, hit up shows, see what's up. So Jin Kai was here for a month. You know, the Renegade Twins were like here for a month. There's people here. Yeah. So they, you know, there's a lot of wrestlers that are coming here just hanging around.
We're a whole ass market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's areas that are good for shit. Like, here's another thing. If you're out there and you are thinking about somewhere you want to go that's different and a whole new set, but great chances for wrestling, Chicago is another great place. Like, we've been to Chicago a couple times. Every time I go to Chicago, there's wrestling running around it, inside of it, everywhere. Galley Lucha straight out of Chicago.
So,
oh my God.
So, I mean, let me ask the question then. It seems like, because, you know, like whenever you watch a TV, like if there's a pay-per-view or a show on TV at Chicago, crowds are hot. Crowds in Texas, always hot. So, I mean, I think, is it the talent or, I mean, I know it's the talent, but like having the crowd support, because it's kind of like there's a tree fall in a forest, you hear it, you know what I mean? Like you can have a talent there, but nobody's there to see it. I mean, so how much do you think is the factor of, you know, solid support of indie wrestling? Because I don't think it's a national thing. I don't think supporting indie wrestling is a national thing.
I don't think so either.
I think it's a Texas thing. I think it's a Chicago thing.
Yep.
And then other than that, it's like little parts of
Midwest
other
thing.
places.
Because if you look at anybody, like Roland's got a good point. St. Louis, anything, Ohio's got a good scene. Indianapolis,
Missouri,
like that.
That's where Moonshine left to go up
you got
there.
a lot of people in a very small space that can travel really, really close.
Yeah.
And it's weird. They don't see it that way. Like when we were up there, somebody was like, yeah, I was going to go to this other show, but it was an hour away. I was like, God damn, every show I go to is an hour away.
Yep.
I would love to go, you know what I mean? But
less than an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
other than Corpus, that's the only one. That's all I get.
Woo! Josh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love you, big dog, but you live way the fuck down there. Way the fuck down there. I mean, I
go to shows in Chicago, Baltimore, Florida, fucking everywhere. So
Kingsville down there.
Cry me a fucking river.
It's crazy though, because like
why do you think I made my own company in Kingsville? So
I can't get to any wrestling. I gotta make my own. Put my own out here. That's what we need to do. We need to get a yard out here.
Yeah. It's just crazy though, because I mean, a lot of people, you know, I was talking to this weekend too. They're like, I was like, oh, you guys are based out of Florida, right? And they're like, no, we left Florida. We're moving. And I was like, where are you guys moving? Moving to like, you know, Memphis area. And they're moving over there because there's a lot more promotions and there's a lot more fans, so they can travel around to different areas. And it's just, and then other people who were in Florida are now moving to Chicago. So it's like everybody's moving out of Florida, or they're moving to different places because or they're coming to Texas. Yeah. Either to stay or to like long,
Like-
extended periods of time.
The only ones
It's
moving to
just-
Florida are the ones getting signed by the E. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
those
what
are the
we
ones moving to
got.
Florida.
I don't understand that theory. Like, there's not that like a super strong wrestling presence in Florida. Other
Not
than
anymore.
Majors I don't. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get signed to the Cubs, you don't go play baseball outside of Wrigley. You know what I mean? Like, I get where you're coming from, but like, you've got to get in the market. You've got to get seen. You've got to get put up there. I've seen a lot of people
Get on
go to
screens is what you
Florida.
gotta do. You
And
just
it's
gotta
like-
get on screens.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not in the E or what, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is over there for you?
Well, that's the thing is that when just talking to them, they were like, "Oh, there was a decent Florida scene," but the problem is, I think they've all like cannibalized each other to where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and well, I'm gonna do this. They've kind of like they've torn each other down, so there's the fans aren't there anymore. The fans just
Well,
aren't
not
there
only that,
anymore.
you have to think about like Florida is a long state,
Right.
It's not a short clump, so it covers a lot of region. You have the old people amusement parks. You have old
I'm
people.
actually trying to plan a trip over there.
hot shit.
For that.
You ever try to run a show in 102 degrees with like 40% humidity? So all the wrestlers die, all the fans die, everyone dies. It's awful. I think Florida is like the hottest place. That's why I've always felt like it. I think Florida had a very good wrestling scene.
Well, you've been in the Premier Arena in Houston, right?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Fucking hot in there.
Yeah, I'm
And
not even
fucking
about to
cold during the winter.
I'll survive that scenario because I can't have y'all in my little spots, man. I got to sneak outside for air. I'll die.
Yeah, it's tough.
I had like 3 layers in when I was at Houston Premier Arena for Loco because it was cold as hell.
Yeah, no shit. It is nothing but water in the air in Florida. It's hot, it's humid. It sucks. I hate it. Hate it. But I'm telling you, like this Midwest scene, it's not playing, dude. Like that's where the fuck to be. Like, I mean, I know Moonshine's gone up there. Joe DeMero went up to St. Louis for a while. Big strong boy Ethan took a ride up there. There's a lot of guys that have gone up there trying to make a name for themselves. That Midwest scene, there's a lot of action up there. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of potential, man. Man, Chicago looks good for a wrestling scene. I love it. They got so much shit up there,
and hot crowds. Like I said,
yes.
I think they have the support. They have the support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do.
I think you make your own promotion, and with that, when you go to a show, like there's a responsibility for a promotion to have a good show, a show worth seeing. Yeah. But when you go to these shows, like when you see Galley, when you see Loco, when you see Heavy Metal, when you see these people that have this dedicated Mission Pro, you got to have your theme and you got to have your people behind you and you got to let those people really embrace your product. Yeah. Like I remember seeing like 5 or 6 people sitting in this place with drums and Juan and I were like, what the fuck? Drums? What are y'all going to do? And then halfway through they're banging on this shit. The crowd's going nuts. They got the clickety clack going in there. Yeah. Bro, I want to move here. I want to live here. I want to go to every show Galley goes to. But honestly, it's a fan base because I didn't see anything in the ring that night that I've never seen here. I've seen Bandito, Dragons come here. There was actually a couple guys that have
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the support more.
Than
we have got to build a better system for ourselves as fans. And that's my thing. Like I feel like Texas fans get a little spoiled sometimes. And that's why we have these things happen where promotions really struggle. You know, like what the fuck? Like where are you? Show up, show out, get loud, get crazy. Be nice to each other.
But go to shows and do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you go to some shows, like I said, like in the Valley, you go to shows, and I've mentioned this many times. Like there's a decent crowd, but you couldn't tell.
Right.
Like they think we're in Japan or some shit. Fucking watching like the fucking no noise making little yay. Like that bullshit doesn't fly here for me. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Because I told y'all, like whenever I book a show, like I judge it by being in the back and listening. And if I don't hear the crowd, that means we didn't do something right. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't hear the crowd, then it's all for nothing.
I feel you.
Because like I said, you got to and you got to make them feel it. Did they feel it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, you care.
I think you have to connect with your fan base. I think that one thing I see a lot, and this is not me hating. I tell you, I try not to be couch quarterback at all, but one thing that I see a lot is I see promotions interacting around their fans. Like you see everything that's happening, but you don't see promotions gauging the level of interaction they're getting from that back and forth. You know, and I think that that's really going to be the thing that you have to do. Like these You know, you have to be able to create an environment that people want to be in. If you're running promos and you're running matches and nobody gives a fuck about them, stop. If you're only booking local talent that nobody knows and you're not ever anybody to fight with them or any way to mix it up, you give a fuck. You don't have to book. You don't have to be Wrestle Circus 2.0, but you know what I mean? Like, if you really want to commit, like, pay attention to how your fans engage you. If the shit isn't working, if the promos you guys are cutting, nobody's clicking likes, nobody's doing anything, mix it up. Maybe we've already seen those two guys fight
50 times doing the same spots. Yeah.
It's
but this, I like this point though that JoJo made. I know he's supposed to be still in timeout for another month or two, but like, because I don't know if people understand. Is like, I mean, yeah, the matches are booked and whatever, but if the crowd's not into it, sometimes, I mean, they'll just be like, all right, let's just go home. Like, we're not going to do a big spot for crickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it matters. It matters to like I love people. Oh, I paid money to come watch a show and I don't make noise. Like, okay, but if the whole crowd's that, you're gonna not get your money's worth.
Yeah, I don't get that either. It's like, why go to a show and just sit there like you're sitting in an opera? It's like, I've heard louder people sometimes at a musical when you're supposed to shut the hell up.
Exactly.
And at a wrestling show, it's like, what is going on, man?
Yeah.
Why are you paying the money to go to a show?
That's not the Japanese influence that we want in the States.
I don't get that.
I just picking on Angels. Like, those silent crowds kill me, man. Silent crowds kill me. I think you're muted.
You're muted, Angel.
He's unplugged. Angel unplugged.
I don't know who. Again,
I don't know who said thank you, Mel, but
vacant gets another credit. we're going to calling that vacant.
The vacant championship.
No, but I mean, that's, to be fair, that's another great point, dude. Like, at the end of the day, like, people act different at Loco. People act different at GCW. People act different at ICW. People act different. You know, that's the thing. If you're a loud crowd, people will get loud or get rowdy for you and do wild shit. I'm not gonna do something dumb for my 1 or 2 friends, but I might do something dumb for my 10 friends.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, it's Drew. Drew, you gotta click on.
Wow.
Because you didn't click on the link to
allow
you didn't give him permission.
Come on, Drew.
Drew, you're better than that, Drew.
You're not even a rookie in the pit. Come on, man.
Man,
you know how it goes. Click that link, Drew. Get out of here.
And that awesome promo video you made, and then you can't even click it.
That's what happened. That's what
happened.
happened.
See that video he did?
That video, yes.
Oh, now Crowley.
Oof. Yes. It was too hot. It just
he gave it his all, literally. He has nothing left.
Deleted his history, and now he has no idea who it is. Too hot to handle. Too cold to hold your passwords.
Now he's just Facebook user vacant.
Hey, man.
That's hilarious.
It's so hot, you just got to start over and do it all over again.
He had to delete shit off his phone, all right?
That's what happened. Nastico stole his phone.
Taking everybody's.
Nastico took Drew's phone. That's what happened.
So Mercer and Drew are tied up somewhere.
And they probably blaming each other, being like, "There's no way Nastico did this to us. Nastico's a real one. He would never steal all our phones."
Yeah, that motherfucker.
He stole mine. He stole Drew's. He stole his own phone.
Oh wow. We got a congregation member already.
You're gonna join the Crowley congregation. I'm not surprised by that, Ryan. I'm not shocked by that. I've got a sense of you're a fan. I know you're a huge Insidious one fan, so the cult of Crowley feels like that's exactly where you head to.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was gonna say Insidious. Okay,
like the dark side, like darker talent. You know, like House of Black, Undertaker, that type of stuff.
Yes.
Man,
that's my champ.
We need to get a poll going. Like, you know how we used to do pineapple on pizza? Nastico or Nastico?
How dare y'all? How dare y'all put that thing up on Josh's show about pineapple on pizza? How dare y'all?
Hey, you saw that? If you're not on our Facebook page, you need to, because I put some good shit out there this week. Pizza Hut put pineapple in the crust. Fuck all y'all picking the pineapple off the top, bitches. It's in the fucking crust. What do you do?
If I wanted a dessert, I would buy one separately. If I wanted a stupid pineapple bread.
The only fruit I want on my pizza is tomato.
I can't hear all of y'all. I can't hear all of y'all from the basement because last time we checked the score, the argument was like 98-5.
Nah, JoJo says it's gross too.
Yeah, no, I'm dead
Exactly.
serious, Ryan. Check it out. Thank you. Yeah, pew, pew. Pineapple belongs on pizza, inside of pizza, under the pizza, over the pizza.
Oh,
Sometimes
He said not in it. He said not
Pump
in
the
it.
brakes. No, I'm not in
He
it.
said not
no,
in it.
I'm not endorsing it inside. I just thought that was hilarious that now that now I pick them up. I take a pineapple, just wave it around my pizza.
I think the numbers are in our favor though. Today.
Yeah, there's a
You're
lot more
looking
people saying gross.
like
A lot more people
right
saying
now.
gross.
Where were y'all?
Slow your roll, Brad.
Where were y'all in season 1 of In the Pit? We're doing a new gimmick now. We got Mount Rushmore now. The pineapple conversation is over. Chandler Hopkins has spoken. Freaking Aaron Mercer has spoken. John Wayne Murdoch has spoken. Many people have
Matthew even tried it. And the most loyal of
first time a month ago and can officially say fuck pineapples on pizza. Get your ass in time out. What do you mean? You say you try who waits till this time? Well, how old are you, Matt? Like 28? Well, where have you been? Where were the pineapples? Were they running?
He's not even that old, actually.
I'm not talking.
He's not even that old.
Oh, look at pineapple for the first time. Who hasn't had fruit cocktail? Get out of here. Oh, Matt, Ryan, listen, don't even.
It's over. It is over. It doesn't
the
belong.
Pineapple conversation is nothing close to the great French fry debate of 2009.
Oh, we don't want to go there. That got real personal.
It's still going. It's still going. Like everyone loves.
How am I blocking everybody?
It's just blocking everyone. Oh man, he is right. He
What?
is right.
Man, now you're in timeout. That's your
timeout. You're back in timeout with Angel.
Drew says it. Okay, Gordon Ramsay said pineapple shouldn't be on pizza. I thought it was Drew saying it.
Yeah. Hey, good job, Drew, finding that link though. Let's give it up for Drew.
But Gordon Ramsay's
former vacant champion.
Oh man, no, don't put me in timeout for getting your 8. I was saying out of respect. I
told you though he wasn't even 28.
I feel like I've known you 28 years, Matt. That was what I was going. I feel like, how long have I known Matt? God, it must have been 28 years.
Ooh.
Bang, 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 man! Pineapple belongs.
Cutting me deep, champ.
Y'all are nuts.
You cut me deep. And that literally, I think it was last week's episode of like MasterChef Junior. They talked about it because they had a pizza episode, and he almost caused a riot because of someone talking about pineapple.
He slapped the kid and threw him out the window, and he said, "Fuck your pineapple on your pizza, kid."
That just reeks of insecurity, like if you don't.
Yeah, because Gordon Ramsay's very insecure with his $600 million and 100 fucking restaurants all over the world.
Well, we're super fucking sidetracked now, aren't we?
Oh yeah, we're so.
We get Angel back in. Yeah, let's go to Mount Rushmore. Since we're talking about gimmicks.
Oh, you know what, man? I was gonna bring up Evil, but I guess it's too late now. Let's do Mount Rushmore. Oh well,
it's all right.
Wait, what were you gonna bring up about Evil about? That he's fighting for.
No, it's too late. No, we gotta do Mount Rushmore. You called it.
All right. Yeah.
We'll
put the banner on for you though. Your favorite banner.
Hold on, buddy. Just a real quick thing. On Saturday, Hyper Battle begins. It's gonna be the pay-per-view, the one they're being building up to, and it's gonna be Hiromu versus Evil for the Never Openweight Championship. So we'll see if Evil drops the belt to Hiromu, and Hiromu becomes, technically the first junior to win a heavyweight championship, because others have transitioned to heavyweight, and then Hiromu is still very much a junior heavyweight though.
Yeah,
that's not technically true. Ospreay won it before he became an official heavyweight.
He was. He like at that point, Ospreay at that point. So at that point, the Never Openweight wasn't really just a heavyweight. It was supposed to be for both weight classes. Yeah. But then once the IC went away, it very much that concept of Never Openweight just kind of went away. But yeah, no, so that's gonna be good. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Okada. That's gonna be amazing. So y'all gonna love that. Desperado versus Show. And then also we're gonna see some Jeff Cobb and Great O'Connor going for the tag team belt. So overall, it's a pretty good show.
Winning the tag team titles.
Oh, they better win. I mean, come on now. I mean, Yoshihashi's still a bag of socks. So
haven't heard of Cobb in a while.
And Tai Chi and Yano in a sumo match.
Yeah, and it's we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, stupid. It's fucking stupid shit. But anyways, for Cobb, you haven't heard a lot about Cobb. He's very much like very protected in New Japan. He loses very rarely, and he's always booked very strong. So New Japan is very high on him, and he's gotten so much better from the first time he showed up to now. So it's very exciting.
He still has that injured knee too, so he's slowed down a little bit. So
Yeah, but still, yeah. But there you go. There's your evil coverage.
We'll
Let's
leave the
see.
banner up for you, though.
I
We'll
hope.
leave the banner up for you.
Yeah, let's just say I hope he loses.
Wow.
Shocker.
Wow.
Shocking. That was the most shocking thing you've ever said. That you hope
Breaking
Evil
news.
loses.
I know, right?
Fucking
Evil loses.
Headline of the episode. Angel thinks Evil's gonna lose.
No. I think he's gonna win. I just hope he loses.
Oh, wants him to lose. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fred's killing me.
That was perfect. With that said, let's go to Mount Rushmore.
Okay, and what was the Mount Rushmore?
Entrances, wrestling entrances.
No, it wasn't entrances. No.
Is it designs or looks or
Guys, he's been told multiple times
Like
to
stages.
stay alone.
he legit
Stages.
asked
The
this, like,
entrance
2 hours ago.
stage.
He legit asked 2 hours ago too. So
Stages,
Stages.
entrances, like what you
He's in
want
timeout.
to get.
We'll bring
to
him
the
back.
ring.
We'll bring him back, but he's gonna stay in timeout for a little bit.
Hell no, let him stay back there with Lalo and Drew and everybody else. Like,
He's in good company.
Drew back there.
I think you put Matthew in there.
Yeah,
Matthew's in there.
Matthew put himself in there.
Damn.
I'm turned 28.
Yeah, he's got to wait 6 more years for that. All right, so who wants to go first?
I'm gonna go
Mine's
first.
not very
I never
good.
get to go first. I never
Go
get to go
first.
first.
Go first.
All right,
You look
guys.
like you're ready.
Well, I have a.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I want to go first. I'm gonna go first.
No, I have a list. I had to
Gotta look for it.
Whoa.
I'm ready.
My number one is something
This
that
goes
nobody
to me
ever
first.
talks about, and I'm going to do it because I'm brave enough. And AEW stole the greatest set from TNA Impact, the Impact Zone. Back in the day, Impact originally had the 2-tunnel ideas. They were the original king of that idea.
From
And
different sides of the arena, though.
Originally, they were on different sides, but
And then
there
they
were
moved
a
it to
couple
the same
times
side.
they put them on the set on the side together. Yep.
Originally was.
I'm not saying I
good
hate
guy,
AEW
bad guy.
for it. I think it's genius. I love it. But if you remember back in 2004, 2005, we used to get that view of them coming out of the tunnel toward the ring. We didn't really get that behind the scenes looking out toward the ring view before.
Mhm.
So I got TNA Impact Zone in my list because I thought it was a great set.
Yep.
Excuse me. So sorry. Backlash. The 2000 Backlash set with the swinging hooks that ended up coming back 2 or 3 times in WWF. Man, I always thought that was a killer one. Jeff Hardy did a couple spots off of it. A lot of guys did spots off of it. So I just think it's that those swinging Backlash hooks were pretty good. That's one of my faves. I thought ECW's One Night Stand, Hammerstein Ballroom, anytime ECW's at the Hammerstein, that's what I gave it for. But I'm specifically calling out the full Sandman entrance was what really pushes that over because Sandman was able to come from the top of Hammerstein, make his way all the way down, drinking beers with the fans.
Was that more venue than actual stage, though?
No,
It's kind of more venue.
keep in mind that GCW had multiple different areas, but they centralized at Hammerstein for a while. They shot ECW on TNN out of Hammerstein for a while because the Dudleys came back.
No, but I'm saying the effect of what you're talking about of the entrance was more of just, I mean, because I don't even remember them having a special stage. It's going like how it made you.
No, it was just that whole how the Hammerstein. Have I done this wrong?
I think so.
Oh,
I think so.
well, then I'll just go with the brick stage door.
Okay.
I went with the brick door that they would walk through, but I was like, man, when they were at Hammerstein, it was even better. But I guess you're right.
Yeah,
I guess it is a little bit more venue. I just think like the way they were able to come through at Hammerstein is really creative. I thought GCW really dropped the ball on that one. Last one, my classic. Everybody knows me. I'm a WCW Mark. The Metal Nitro set. How can you not love that?
Yeah.
Such a classic. Such a good one.
Nice. I was so close to putting you in timeout.
I know. I can feel it. I can feel it.
I was watching Josh's face. I was like, "Oh, what's going on?"
I was waiting. I was like,
Hey, unless this is someone else that maybe learned how to hit the link or first time in. I don't remember seeing him. And what's up, Hoss?
oh.
All right, so we go usually. We'll see. Would it throw Angel back? Because we're gonna bring Angel back in. Okay, no, it's still Mel. All right. So you're next.
Okay, so I'm confused. I hope I did this right. Okay. I know. Now I hope I did this right now.
The only reason Brad didn't get put in timeout because he went first.
Okay.
Because he got to mess up. So like if y'all mess up, no.
I did sets, like sets from
That's
shows.
That's
right?
fine.
Yeah, like the entrance sets, right?
Yeah.
Okay then.
He did kind of, sort of, yeah.
Kind of.
Right.
Eh.
Okay, he doubled down, so I'm gonna. He should have left
Sorry,
it alone.
Brad. I'm so
He should've just
sorry.
left it alone. I gotta do what I gotta do.
I just got him. Oops. Sorry, dude. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mel a little bit, but yeah.
So I did WrestleMania 30.
Right, one more.
It was my first WrestleMania, and I loved the set in New
Yeah,
Orleans.
then I'll
That
be
was
done.
really cool how they leaned into the whole Mardi Gras theme.
Yep.
For WrestleMania 30. I did like the whole Dallas. I didn't go to the first Dallas WrestleMania, but I liked this one with the stars and everything. So I did like this WrestleMania theme a lot with all the stars everywhere. I thought that was really cool. Then I did the AEW, the casino battle, because they have the big poker chips and all that stuff with the 2 entrances. But I think that set is like really cool.
Double or Nothing, you mean?
Double or Nothing, yes. For the casino battle. Yeah, Double or Nothing. And then Halloween Havoc 98, because I like the giant pumpkin. So that was really cool too.
And you took half of
Those are mine.
You took half my list. Okay.
Oh shit. Sorry.
You got a couple.
Damn it, you got mine. You got one of mine too.
Sorry, y'all.
But I knew what mine was called at least.
That's true. I don't know why I kept thinking casino, because the whole casino
So
thing.
close.
Double or Nothing. I'm a step to the side now before I get in timeout.
All right, JP.
All right, so like my 4, like Mel took the Halloween Havoc 98 set.
That's still one of your 4, though, right?
Yeah, it's still one of my 4. The other 2 is WrestleManias. So the 2 I've actually been to is Mania 30. The set was awesome with the Mardi Gras theme, and the WrestleMania 33 one in Orlando. Just fantastic set. And then the 4th one, I don't know. It would be for me the Wrestle Kingdom 11 set with the eye thing, where the Naito did the entrance, the eye moving around like crazy in his entrance. Awesome.
Such a good show. That was such a good show.
Awesome.
That's my 4. That was such a good show. All right, so we'll bring Numero Dos back because he's dying from Nastico stink. All right, Poodle Bro. Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Numero's going to talk, but I'll bring him back in.
Yeah. Okay. So again, see, this is why I brought it up, because it's kind of hard. I'm trying to like describe them, but the one that I was thought of is the ECW. Just like the general TV. Like one TV show they would do, because at that time, like when you, the actual, it's like barbed wire fence, because at that time, like especially when I first started watching like back in 1998. Yeah, dude, I'm talking about like this brick door and everything. It's like brick and all that. It's because compared to everything you see in WWF, WCW, it just stood out. I'm like, what the fuck? This looks strange, and it's it's pretty iconic. So I like that one. The SmackDown punch. The fucking giant fist. The fist. I thought that stood out. I never understood why there was a. Yeah, I don't know why there's a fist there. The WrestleMania scene where it's like a roller coaster.
The one I just mentioned.
You're just on a roll.
Listen, I don't know the fucking names of it. I just know it's a fucking. I just know it's a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah, I just want to hear his 4th one.
And then my 4th one, it's Halloween Havoc. Come on now, that shit's so fucking cool with the giant pumpkin and the fucking fist and shit like that.
All right, so now it's like he didn't even he could remember what we just described. Like we literally said it, and he still didn't know the names. That's worse than Mel not knowing.
I didn't pick any.
Mel was at least close. And there was a match. There was a
on.
match called the Battle Royale or whatever whatever thing. Oh man, well, like I said, my list is pretty much done because I think y'all took most of them. I had the Double or Nothing because they used it. You know what I mean? Like, they used it. Especially, I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch I was there, but like when Mox came out and then they did, off the stack of the chips and all that stuff. Like, like that's kind of was a factor. Like they used it, but it's cool because it also is like what Brad said too. It has the tunnels, which I love. On all AEW shows has that, so I love that. And then add the chips in Vegas. That was a hell of a set. Halloween Havoc is on my list as well, with the pumpkin, the same one that y'all have all said. One I thought was going to get a little bit more attention was the In Your House set. Like, I mean, people bag on it, but I mean, I think it's like a memorable one. You know what I mean? So like everybody knows the In Your House set, and then them actually using that one as well too, jumping off the house. Like, and I mean, because I just remember like seeing like Razor come through and Shawn Michaels matches there, Bulldog, like. Those are great shows, and with the great set, like it was kind of different. Like they really went for something that
In Your House really struggled to come up with a good set after In Your House. Like they did like some sets and they were ugly. Like they did DX in your house and it was just a large DX. And I was like, that's the house.
No, the first one. I'm talking about in your house. The first one.
Right. The in your house was the white house. They would walk by. Man, that was the best one.
Yeah.
When they switched from that and started doing the random ones, I was like, nah, man.
Yeah, NXT track.
And then they brought it back, right?
NXT track.
They brought it back.
In your house was like mini pay-per-view. Like that was the point of it. Like you could access this one way easier than a $50, $60 WrestleMania. So it made sense now.
And then my fourth one again is kind of this. What?
I remember the first main event of that show. The Sid versus Diesel, I think it was.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah. I was trying not to bring that one up. It was pretty rough. And then Mania, everyone had a Mania one. I think I'm like everybody else wasn't listening to nobody. But mine's the Mania 25 because it was my first WrestleMania that I went to and finally made it to, and the stage and that actually had a star as well. It was in Houston. Yeah. And then of course, because I remember seeing HBK come down from above and all that stuff with it, like, and it was just so huge, and to walk in and be there, and I was lucky enough to be like entrance ramp, had pretty awesome view of it, and it was just like, man, it was the coolest stage that I've ever seen in person by far. So it has to be on my Mount Rushmore. Like I said, if you look at Mania sets, all the ones y'all said are like look cooler. You know what I'm saying? But that was just the more memorable one to me because it was just cool. I mean, I remember, and then the Cena's lining the entrance ramp. Yeah. Kid Rock performed on the stage with all the divas dancing around. Like, yeah, it was fucking cool, man. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was my first Mania, so that's my list.
Not bad.
Man, Angel's totally just left. You can bring him back. He's like gone. I was gonna bring him back so we could talk about what we're gonna do next week.
Wow, Angel. We're gonna have to tell him 8 more times just so y'all know.
Yeah, he's still not gonna. Like,
he's probably gonna,
no point of him being there. Not gonna pay attention.
Where was again?
Yeah. So what are we gonna do?
I don't know. What are we thinking? The next Mount Rushmore. Man. Dang, this is getting harder, man.
There's gonna be an end of this segment.
Did you guys?
Oh wait, should we do?
What are you gonna say, Mel?
Oh, I was gonna say belts.
We already did belts.
We did that.
Oh, that's right.
You were out. You were out there.
I was out for that one.
Top baby faces.
I mean, we haven't done heels.
We did heels. We haven't done faces.
Yeah.
Let's do faces.
Or do you want to do like memorable like baby face turns?
I would just say baby faces.
Just faces, I think. So then, do we have? Because like I said, then here goes the debate. Like, well, no, that'll be part of it then. Because how we had the Eddie Guerrero thing. Like,
yeah,
I think that fits. Let's do faces. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm writing it. It's happening. I'm gonna do my list right now, like I normally do. Cool. Another one in the book. 102 or 3 or something like that. So moving on.
Nice.
Appreciate y'all.
All right. Adios.
We'll see y'all next week.
Let's go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers. See ya.